The energetic realm, which consists of angels, archangels, and ascended masters, is always with you, loves you dearly, and desires only to help and support you. But if you don't know how you can communicate with them or what they want to do for you, you are missing out on their incredible support and guidance. So today, we are going to get familiar with the energetic realm. We are going to look at who they are, what they can do for you, and how you can communicate with the angels. Welcome, everyone. I'm Marcia Martin, the Heart Healer, and here with me today to help you understand more about the energetic realm are all the beings of the energetic realm. So we're not going to have a writing from anyone specific today, but they have given me lots of notes that they want me to share with you. So we're going to take a look at who are the beings of the energetic realm that I'm going to call angels from this point forward. What will they do for you? And then how can you communicate with them? So first, let's take a look at who are these angels? Well, we need to divide them into three different categories because we have angels, archangels, and ascended masters. The angels and the archangels are beings of light who in most cases have never been in a physical body. One of the reasons that they don't just appear in your living room is because they vibrate at a very rapid frequency, and it takes quite a lot of energy to slow them down enough to become solid so that you can see them. So they remain in their light state more often than not. They are God's helpers, and the angels are probably the younger aspect. The archangels, more powerful, surrounding the throne of God, and probably older in the angel hierarchy. There are, though, two exceptions of beings who had a physical life and then ascended into heaven from their physical form. The first one is Enoch, who was a scribe and was considered to have lived such a righteous life that God lifted him up into heaven and gave him the name Archangel Metatron. And Archangel Metatron is now the keeper of the Akashic records, and that record is everything that you have experienced in any of your physical lives. He is also the formulator of Metatron's cube, which is like that basic building block of life. The other being who is also considered Metatron's brother, the other being who had a physical life and ascended in physical form, is Archangel Sandalphon, who was the prophet Elijah. Now, Elijah was such an incredible being of compassion that he has carried that energy into his archangel status, and now his job is to carry your prayers directly to heaven, right into the heart of God. So you have two very powerful archangels working on your behalf. One of the things that I love best about the angels is that they have no ego. They are not needing to learn through challenge in the same way that we are. They are not on a journey of competition or needing to work through the egoic phases. Instead, they are, as we are as well, they are on a journey of completion. And that means every being desires in its evolution to become more like God is. And that includes the angels. And that brings me to something that I love about the way God has things orchestrated. First, the angels are omnipresent. This means that you don't have to worry that your request will take them away from something more important, because they're energetic beings. They can be everywhere at once, and they can help you and help someone else. However, they can only help you if you have asked them. They all have their own skills or their own area of expertise, but they all get benefit from helping. So just as I said, you are on a journey of completion. You want to be more like God. The angels are also on a journey of completion. And when they help you, they are assisted in their journey. They get lifted up and honored by God for being of service to you. The archangels, as I mentioned earlier, embody all of the same characteristics, but they are further along in their evolutionary journey and therefore more powerful. However, we do have a third category, and that is the ascended masters. And examples of beings who are ascended masters would be Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, Saint Germain, and Kuan Yin. Now, I'm sure there are many others. These are just some of the most popular ones. If you are considered an ascended master, you will have lived a physical life and attained enlightenment during that physical lifetime. You are now serving humanity from heaven, the energetic plane, and you are a leader or a way shower, and you are consistently explaining to those who you interact with that they will be able to do as you, the ascended master, did, and even greater things. Now, the reason that we are able to continuously do greater things is because we are evolving as a consciousness. So we all started as that very primitive being, and we are evolving into a greater and greater understanding and alignment with the divine. And the more we are in alignment, the more we are able to access that power and make it present in the world. Do those things of such extreme greatness. Now, let's take a look at what they'll do for you. All of the beings in the energetic realm, all of the angelic helpers, are designed and have the desire to only be of service, to be helpers. But as I said before, they gain from helping you. Just as you gain from receiving, they gain from helping. But they can help you in all areas of your life. So if your physical body needs healing, and this is not just for human beings, it is animals, plants, all of the natural kingdom, plus all of the human beings that are here on the planet. They can help your physical body or the emotional or mental bodies as well. They will also help with worldly affairs. Because the angels are unlimited, they want you to understand that you too are unlimited. So they expect that you should have whatever you need to survive in terms of clothing, food, housing, the money that you need for that. If you are in a business, they will help you and help your business be more successful. Same thing with relationships. On a world scale, they are always looking to help with environmental issues, to stop wars, to get greater understanding, and to help humanity evolve into that state, that godly state of unconditional love and acceptance. They desire to help you. If you remember nothing but that, remember, they desire to help you, and they can help you with anything that affects your life. They are unlimited in their desire and their ability to help. Now let's take a look, though, at what they are and what they are not, so that you can understand what you can expect. They are practical, supportive, unconditional, loving, wise, and they have access to that broader vision that you may not be able to comprehend because you are so immersed in the challenge itself. They see that path out of the darkness. You may only be able to see the darkness. Without exception, they will share messages of hope and love, encouragement, and they will be uplifting. Never, ever are you interacting with a being that is God-centered, and will they tell you to hurt yourself or others. They will never encourage you to participate in hate speech or any kind of violence, nor will they blame or shame you or others. There are lower energetic beings, negative entities that will do those things. If you are engaging with them, you need to stop and align with heavenly beings that will guide you with love. They also want you to understand that there's more than enough for all. There's no need to compete because we live in a land of abundance that is unlimited. And everyone has a gift. Every single person on this planet has brought something to share, and each person has value. The angels are able to see that and to remind you of your own gifts and of the gifts of others and the worthiness of others because they see your authentic self. They go beyond the surface right into the heart, and they are able to see your value and worth. However, they do have one limitation. They must observe your free will. That means they can't just come barging into your life. They must wait to be invited. Now, there is one exception, and that exception is if you have placed yourself within a life-threatening circumstance and it is not time for your physical journey to end, they can interfere. However, in most cases, they just wait for you to acknowledge them and invite them in. Remember, they are not limited in their abilities, so you can ask for help in any way as long as it doesn't hurt or hinder another person, and they are going to be delighted to give you that help. So now let's take a look at how you can communicate with them. Well, the most important thing to remember is that you must be willing and that they are always willing. Now, if you want to dive really deep, if you are really sincere about working with the angels, then I recommend that you take my class, How to Communicate with Angels. I will have a link to that class down below, and it's going to give you very specific techniques on how you can communicate with the angels on a daily basis. It's so important that you establish a good relationship. But really, the most important thing is that you connect with them through your heart. Now, this will mean that if your heart is hardened or you've got a lot of boundaries up, you've got a lot of defense mechanisms in the way, you may have some difficulty communicating with them. So do the work to release the fear, the pain, the trauma, and the limiting beliefs. Do what is you need to do in order to align with heaven and with your highest good, and then just open your heart and ask for guidance. However, if you really want that help and you are serious about this, then take that class and you will have 4 different ways that you will be able to communicate with them. And one of those ways is going to work easily and effectively for you. The reason that I'm sharing 4 different ways within that class is because not all of us are the same. And I want to make sure that you have a way that feels good to you. Remember, the angels want to communicate with you. The energetic realm wants to be of assistance, but you have to give them permission. Yet, there is something that you need to understand, and that is you may feel as though you have cut off all communication, that you can't hear, see, or feel anything from the energetic realm. And though it may be true that you have made your line of communication pretty tiny, it's still there. And with practice and with clearing and healing, you're going to be able to open up that line of communication so that you will be able to receive. So don't worry, that communication, that stream of consciousness, it's still there. It's just waiting for you to do the work that's necessary to allow it to become full and robust once again. So that's a lot of different information about the energetic realm. I'm so delighted and honored that you were here with me so I could share my favorite subject with all of you. And I invite you, if you're interested in the energetic realm and you want help and support from them regularly, take that class, How to Communicate with the Angels. It will get over your nerves. And then join me in my community, the Healing Hearts community on Patreon. You can access everything through my website. It's Marsha Martin, the Heart Healer, or mmhearthealer.com. And if you really feel that you have become unable to live a life that feels good because of past pain or trauma, then you may want to consider working with me personally. But no matter what you need, you're going to find it there on my website. So until next time, I thank you all for being here, and I'm sending you all my love and my deepest gratitude.